Hi, yo, yeah, yo. Hey, good afternoon from London, England to wherever you're watching around the world. Is it good morning or good evening from London, England to wherever you're watching in the world? Whether you're in Guyana, Bahrain, anyone watching in Burundi, anyone watching in the Republic of Ireland. I'm sure people may be watching in Brazil or Democratic Republic of Congo. Anyone watching in Libya? Anyone watching in Jordan or Syria? Anyone watching in Hong Kong? Someone watching in Vietnam? First time call for Vietnam, I think. Anyone watching in Australia? Anyone watching in Barbados? Anyone watching in Norway? No? Yeah? Anyone watching in Japan? Anyone watching in Azerbaijan? First time call for Azerbaijan. Anyway, no matter where you are watching, you're more than welcome to join my channel, yeah? To comment on my channel. No matter the race, no matter the culture, etc., etc. You're all more than welcome, yeah, to comment on my channel. Smash my thumbs up like button and do remember to help me to subscribe to DLG Reppin. And speaking of subscribing, I've got an 80-second subscriber, and she goes by the name of Misty. Hi, Misty. Long time. Anyway, shout out to yourself, Misty, yeah? You're the 80-second subscriber to my channel, and yeah, I'm buzzing right now. So, without further ado, the English Premier League review of our game at Molineux. So it's Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Arsenal. I'm going to be doing the preview of this game. I'm going to be picking the 11, my 9 substitutions, and the formation, which is going to be a 4-2-3-1. So without further ado, let's get into the preview. Last season's game at Molineux. Yeah, I thought the beginning of the game, in the first half, I thought Wolves were just on top. And then in the second half, Arsenal improved. They got the goals they deserved. Well, I'll say they got the 2 goals they deserved. Well, Bukayo Saka's goal was, I will say, it was against run of play, if I can remember last season. Arsenal fans, you may agree or not. You know what you have to do. Leave it in the comment section below. But I thought it was against the run of play. The second goal, scored by Lacazette. Nice turn on Connor Cody by doing him with that little turn. Gets to the right foot shot in at the back stick, 2-0. And I thought it was a very decent professional job done by our boys at the back. And that was the time we played the 3 at the back. Now we found a formation that we're enjoying, and it's helping us get the results that we need. And we need a big result, because if we get a win, we can momentarily go into the top 6. Who would have thought that 7, 8, maybe 9 weeks ago? Yeah, we were struggling at the wrong end of the table until Mikel Arteta found a solution, and that solution has helped us climb up the table from, let's say, argument's sake, 16th to the top 8. We can be in the top 6 momentarily for a big win, and that will put us a point behind West Ham in 5th place. I would not have thought it, you know, 8 or 9 weeks ago. But that's my review of last season's fixture at the Molineux. That's the Premier League fixture, that is. Now I'm going to be doing the starting 11. Without further ado, In goal, Bird Leno. 2 fantastic saves I think he made. The one from Fred was outstanding. Nice one-handed save. I mean, yeah, he kept us in the game with, I think, a couple of good saves. And he deserved his clean sheet because I thought he was the best, one of the best performing Arsenal players there on that pitch. And it just says a lot about how not so well we played. So Birdlano retains his place in goal. Right back, I'm going to put Kieran Tierney. Well, if Kieran Tierney's fit, he's going in his position. But the back 4 is going to be Cedric Suarez. He's going to be at right back for me. He's performing as well as he can. I mean, he's played out of position the last couple of games, and he's doing the best that he can out there. It's not easy. He prefers to play in his position, but I am playing him in his position, so he's at right back. My centre-half pairing, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. He's been consistent the last few weeks. Just doing the basic stuff of a centre-half, really. If he's not going to play a pass out from the back, he's going to, pump it long as possible and as safe as possible. And he's doing that. He's winning his balls he's winning balls in the air, out jumping attackers, meaning, and yeah, he's doing his best. I think he's coming to his own stride now. Arteta trusts him, and I think he's starting to win the trust of the fans. So, Rob Holding, you can continue to keep your place. Gabriel Magalhaes in this team, for me, the best centre-half at the club. What's he doing on the bench? All right? Against Wolves, he has to start this game. When is he going to start another Premier League game then? Gabriel Magalhaes, hands down. Powerful, quick, aggressive in the air. Just what we need. He's starting this game. Kieran Tierney at left back. Excuse me. Kieran Tierney at left back. If he's fit and overcome this niggling injury that he's carrying, then he starts at left back. I mean, we could possibly get a left back in this evening, and I'll be talking more about that in my DLG Reppin's daily transfer news. Because there'll be some outs, and there could be one in, and it's going to have to be the left back that we're going to have to fulfill. If we get a left back in, then I would assume that he could possibly start tomorrow and immediately. Until then, Kieran Tierney's in the team. For me, what do I need to say about Kieran Tierney? Phenomenal going forward. His crossing is beyond phenomenal. He always picks a red and white shirt or an away shirt, whether the navy or the white. He is always on cue. Defensively, he's excellent as they come. And for me, it's going to make him one of the best left backs in the world if he carries on doing what he's doing, especially when he's extremely fit. Kieran Tierney. The 2 in front of the midfield, well, we've got one of the best collaborative midfielders in the world. I call him the midfield bully destroyer, Thomas Partey. Now, one of his best games against Manchester United. He's had some great games, but this is not one of them. He was quite poor. Very erratic with his passing of the ball. However, saying that, yeah, every great player goes through a bad game or two, and he had a bad game, to be fair. But I will still start him in this fixture. Alongside him, I'm going with Granit Xhaka. I think he's done no wrong for me to see him get dropped, and I never wanted to pick him in my team. If Dani Ceballos is fit for tomorrow, I would rather see Dani Ceballos alongside Partey, but I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. It's based on his consistency in the team, and he does contribute a lot in his work rate. So I'll give it to him. He does put in a shift when we haven't got the ball, and he's getting better. Hopefully he gets better at his discipline. Granit Xhaka, that's him alongside Partey. The three in front of Partey and Xhaka, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. If he's fit, he's there on the right hand side of the attack. For me, he's been the best Arsenal player this season. 19 years of age, as we all know. I mean, for me, what's improved the guy as an all-round quality player, a quality young player, is the goals that he's getting. And my word, the last goal, away to Southampton, round the goalkeeper, on the right foot, superb finish. And the more goals he gets in that position, wow, we've got an incredible hell of a player. Quality player, Bukayo Saka. In the middle, I'm going to go with Emile Smith-Rowe here. I think the link up and the understanding between himself and Bukayo Saka has been sensational since they started in the first team together, and I'm still going to go with to cause havoc on the Wolves back line. The left-hand side of the attack. Whoa. This is going to be a difficult... Come to think of it, if Lacazette don't make it, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with Pepe. Nicolas Pepe. He had a decent game against Manchester United, but the end product was just missing still. But other than that, I thought he was superb against Manchester United. And for me, he played some of his best football for the club since he signed on the left. Southampton as a whole, he gave them problems, and I feel that he can cause Wolves a problem too in his new position on the left. He would prefer on the right, but he hasn't produced the goods, and Saka has done, so he goes on the left. And he's one of the most experienced players in the squad. So for me, I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe in that position. I'm going to go with Lacazette, providing if he's fit for me. I'm going to go with him just simply for the fact that the formation has worked out. I mean, he's linking and he's understanding with Emile Smith-Rowe and Bukayo Saka is terrific to watch. And I feel that them three alone could cause Wolves' backline a big problem. So I'm going to go with them three. And I'm going to go with Lacazette. And the three behind him as well. So that's concludes my starting 11. My 9 substitution bench. Matt Ryan. I don't know how runner Alex Renarson got ahead of Matt Ryan for a place on the bench. Not for me. Matt Ryan, for me, he starts on the bench. One of the most consistent performing goalkeepers in the Premier League, and he's made an outstanding amount of saves over the last 2 years, more than most of the goalkeepers in the Premier League, and it just shows you where Brighton are and how they've struggled. But for me, Matt Ryan starts this game. He starts on the bench. I'm going to go with David Luiz. Now, some would say I'm being harsh on David Luiz, but I cannot trust him on a consistent basis to play in the back four. It's as simple as. He's not consistent at it. You can't ask him to play 2 games in a row in the back four. I just feel that there's one big mistake in him, and I just don't fathom the thought of it, of him playing in the back four alongside Holding. So I'll start Luiz on the bench. I'm going to go with Hector Bellerin. He didn't do too badly, but he weren't the best in the last game. For me, he adds the experience, I suppose. Excuse me. He's Arteta's favourite. He would start tomorrow. I would expect him to start, but the reality is he wouldn't start in my team. That's why I've got Suarez there. So Bellerin on the bench. What can I go for? Callum Chambers, yeah. I'll go with Callum Chambers. Like Lewis, he's got the versatility. And yeah, he would for me, he would make my bench. Martin Odegaard, for me, he needs a lot more than 8 minutes. You know, he couldn't really get to grips with the game, and a game of that intensity, that magnitude, at home to Manchester United or either away, you can't be coming on with 7-8 minutes and expected to receive the ball to make an impact. It's just not going to happen. It just didn't look like it was going to happen for me, and I'll have him on the bench. That's our creativity. Mohamed El-Neni, for me, for energy and fitness levels, it's up there with the best of them, I believe. So, yeah, he'll get a start on the bench. Don't know where to. I don't know what I'm gonna do when he's on. Gabriel Martinelli. How can I forget him? For me, he may start tomorrow, and I'll be happy to see him start. But for me, yeah, seems like he needed a bit of a rest, and I'll go with Martinelli to start on the bench, and I've gone with Pepe, so Martinelli would have to start on the bench. Otherwise, I would have swapped him for Pepe. But I'm gonna change my mind, and my mind's made up, and Gabriel Martinelli bench. My 8th substitute, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, without fail. If his mum's feeling better and he feels better emotionally and mentally, knowing what he's gone through, then he starts on the bench for me. Someone with fresh leg and can come on and make a big difference. As a world-class striker, you know, we've got to ease him in a little bit and make sure we look after him and every Arsenal player in the red and white shirt, no matter who it is. So, yeah, Aubameyang makes my bench. Last substitution, Folarin Balogun. I personally do not want to see Eddie Nketiah on the bench again. He's not done enough to warrant of being ahead of Folarin Balogun. For me, the talent is there, the ability he has in scoring goals is there. We just need to get him playing, and I don't want to see him go out on loan. I would rather Eddie Nketiah go out on loan or on a permanent deal. West Ham wanted him for 20 million. It could still happen in this transfer window. It just could still happen. We've got until 11 o'clock, so folks, enjoy the transfer window. If you're watching it, wherever you are watching it in the world. And that concludes my substitutions, my starting 11 and my formation. And like I said, enjoy transfer deadline day. Enjoy your day in general. Once again, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for putting up with me, as you do. I'll be back later on with my DLG Reppin's Daily Transfer News to give you the latest update within the transfer window. And, yeah, and hopefully I'll be doing the roundup of of this weekend's Premier League games. Yeah, definitely. So, like I always say, if you've got an opinion, your arguments, your thoughts, food for thoughts, listen, drop it in the comment section below. Please help me by smashing the thumbs up like button abundantly. Encourage your friends and your family to do so, yeah? And speaking of which, Do encourage your friends and family to please subscribe to DLG Reppin. That's myself and I only. You know who I am by now. If you don't, now you do know who I am. That's myself, DLG. Dele London Guna. Reppin spelled Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. I'll be looking forward to your comments and your thumbs up, like button, and the amount of subscribers I need. Now that I've got 82, let's keep it going. I'm close to 100 at least, but I would like to go for the 1,000 mark and then the thousands mark of all marks. Thanks for tuning in and watching. I'll be out of here. Peace again, love again, and bless again. Stay safe and be nice.